Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and today I want to tell you guys why I will never buy NIO stock again. So before you guys rush to the dislikes, this is not going to be a video where I'm completely bearish. I'm actually very bullish on NIO. I think this is one of the best companies to get into. I think there is a very bright future for NIO. But with that being said, I'm going to tell you why I personally will not be getting in again. And I say again because I initially bought NIO back in 2018. So this is a list of my transactions that I've had with NIO in the past. So the first experience I ever had with NIO was amazing. I got in at 769 and I played it pretty well. I sold it at 1017 right before it started to crash. So if we look at the date on March 6th, 2019. So now this is the stock chart for NIO, and if we go to March 6th, 2019, you can see we hit the high here. And then from there on, we were just going down and down and down and down. So after I sold, I still really liked the company. I was doing a lot of research. I really liked their product. I thought their cars were cool, very modern, very futuristic, and a real threat to Tesla. So as NIO started dropping, I started buying. So I started buying back at around the same price I had initially at 769, and then NIO dropped more. So I bought some more, and then it dropped more, and then I bought some more, and then it dropped even more, and I bought some more. And I got a lot of my average costing down early in the drop, which was my biggest issue with NIO. When it was in the 7s, 6s, and the 5s, I was throwing money at it. And at the time, I was only 21 years old. So I was in school, didn't really have money. So I didn't really have much money to keep averaging down in. I didn't see any green days in 2019 with NIO, and the bag started to get heavy. So now if we look at my second transaction, so I ended up having, if we do 680, 500, 500, I had 1,680 shares of NIO at an average price of 521. In November 2019, I started to see opportunities in other stocks. And so I already knew I was so down on NIO, but I had no other money to use. So I decided to sell a portion of my NIO shares in the red. So as you can see here, I sold 680 shares at $1.94. So now if I go back to this chart on November 25th, as you can see, the lowest that we see NIO hit is about 150, okay? And if I go back here, I sold this at 194. So I sold at the bottom, you could say. And so I sold a portion of my position at the bottom to try to seize another opportunity to maybe make my money back, which is another mistake that investors make. Personally, I had an intuition that the market was going to correct in 2019. And so I wanted to be cash heavy, but it didn't. Markets kept going crazy. And then when January started of 2020, we were going ballistic. So I knew we couldn't sustain this. I didn't expect a drop and a correction of the magnitude that we got because I didn't anticipate a virus, but I did want to be more cash heavy. So I seized an opportunity in January when NIO got to about break-even levels for myself. I decided to get rid of this position. I wanted to be fully liquid and I wanted 100% cash on hand. So the remainder, 1,000 shares at around break-even. Now, if I look at today where NIO is trading in the mid 40s, I'd be up in Canadian dollars over $100,000. For a 23-year-old, not too bad, right? So every time I see this stock, it just hurts me to see it go up, kind of like an ego thing. Like I had this stock at 521. Why am I gonna buy it at 12? I had it at 5. Then you see it go to 19 and you see the same thing. It's at 19 now. I had it at 5. Why am I gonna buy it at 19? Now you're at 30 and you're like, I'm definitely not gonna buy it at 30. I had it at 5. And then this beast just keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. And I do think NIO is gonna hit 100, and I think it's gonna hit 100 sooner than people think it is. And even knowing that information, me even telling you guys this, I am still not going to buy. It just hurts my ego so much that I had this at such a low price but I decided to sell. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because there is a lot of electric vehicle hype in the markets today. And what happens with a lot of hype plays is they run up really fast off of no foundation, and then they get crushed. And then you as a shareholder are put into a situation where your thesis that you had of this company gets tested. And this is where you need true conviction to be very elite in the stock market. In the stock market, you got to be an assassin. There is no emotions in the market. Soon as emotions get involved, you get crushed. And that's how NIO is for me. I learned the hard way. My emotions are stuck with this stock, and I am forever going to use NIO as a lesson for myself. Going through this experience was very valuable for me as an investor because I got to feel that pain. I got to feel what it feels like to hold a stock in the red for so long and then to sell, break even, just for it to go and explode. For all of you investors who believe in EV, who believe in the companies that you're holding, whether it's EV or not, and they go red and they stay red for a little bit, the only thing you can do in that situation is ask yourself, have the fundamentals of this company changed? Have the fundamentals of the future outlook of this company changed? If the answer is no, you should have a lot of conviction. Double down, triple down, because that is how the real money is made. If I just kept averaging down and I held, I would have been a lot more wealthy than I am today. And the same goes for a lot of you. When you hold something for so long in the red, bag holding, you want to get out of that position as fast as you can. So as soon as that break-even point comes, you're out of there. And as soon as you sell, that's when it starts to roar. So learn from my mistakes, buy and hold for the long term. Don't try to time the market. Even if you do time it, there's so many other factors that you will regret later on. I promise you, don't try to take shortcuts and sell in the red to try to make up profits elsewhere, because it becomes an endless cycle until all your money is gone. This stock is gonna haunt me forever, and this next 2021, it's probably gonna haunt me even more when it's at 100, when it's at 150. So again, I'm not bearish on this company at all. This is actually one of the best companies. So congratulations to all of you who did hold through this and who have capitalized on the gains. I envy you, but I am very thankful that other people are able to succeed. For me, any error or mistake I go through, I treat as a learning experience. And for me, this was a major learning experience in investing. And I'm glad I went through it, because now I'm more of an assassin. I'm less emotional. When other people are followed up on the story and the hype, I just look at it objectively. I look at it as, okay, these are what the numbers, these are what the charts look like. So don't get sucked into the story. Don't let them use your emotions. Got to be an assassin to succeed in the market, and that's what we're trying to achieve. And so I just wanted to make this little video just showing my biggest L in the stock market. If you guys enjoyed this transparency, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and I will see you guys in the next one.